All right. Hmm. So, fortunately, I can't remember absolutely everything, given that I wasn't, well, all too present after everything that had happened once we had found out a little bit more about ourselves and our abilities. But what I can recall, however, is that by the time I really came to, everyone was talking about where they would like to stay, which admittedly was a rather interesting conversation. We had started off with rather differing opinions, some more than others, uh, the likes of Damien, namely. But for the most part, though, it was a generally speaking productive conversation that eventually led up to the decision that we were all going to be staying at insert name of a place that I cannot remember currently. I believe. Hmm. Yeah, it's not striking my fucking
It's
memory.
in Strongholds, buddy.
Stronghold. I looked at. Oh my god, I'm in the wrong Discord. Anyway, uh, pain. Anyways,
Skyglass Retreat. Skyglass Retreat,
Skyclass
dude.
Retreat. It was between that or slightly similar one, different elementals. Marcus was rather um, conflicted, to say the least, about whether or not we were going to be um, fighting the elementals or not, and stepping in on their. Hello, Nano.
Hey,
But but
don't mind me.
gotcha. But no, he was a little bit concerned about that, and frankly, I can agree in that instance. We don't want to be treading on anyone's, well, in theirs, territory. But overall, though, yeah, we eventually had come to the agreement, all of us, more or less, that is, that we were going to be going to the Sky Glass Retreat and seeing if we can perhaps even strike a deal with some of the air elementals out of there. I believe. Yeah. Other than that, though, no. Did shopping. I believe Einar is crafting another weapon, though I suppose that isn't exactly different than the usual. And yeah, that seems to be just about it.
Alrighty.
Screams.
You can take your inspiration.
Yeah.
Thank you. And you guys have taken your long rest.
I don't think anybody did anything, but that
No,
required a long rest.
But there is still there's still a whole day until Einar's tournament championship thing that he wants to do, his Forged in Fire championship. So what do y'all want to do for the day, or do you just want to chill? Do you want to skip over to the second day on the day and move on with things? Is there anything anyone wants to do?
Only thing Candy's doing is dragging a armful of stuff back.
Stuff.
Stuff.
I believe, yeah. I think she was out like in the earlier day buying those things.
A lot of stuff.
Stuff. Understood. That's not.
The
Marcus
most
is
random of things.
probably just working on his stuff as well.
It's hard
Hey,
drugs.
how well can you guys hear
Swear
me?
to fucking God.
Weird.
We can hear you.
Yeah.
Pretty well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I still have
You
plenty
two
of room.
motherfuckers. By the way, by Marcus saying stuff as well, that really made things not at all inconspicuous, but that's besides the point.
What do you call it? Damien would like to, if there's like some kind of like official, I don't know, like some place that would have like documents and stuff like that that might have
Yep.
anything to do with Skyfall Retreat. Skyfall, is it called?
Skyglass.
Skyglass. Skyfall.
It's
About James
Skyfall.
Bond. Yeah.
Going
Someone
there?
watch James Bond?
Not about going there. Just like if there's anything that had anything relevant information about
right.
the place itself, or I guess if you could find anything on vibranium, arium crystals, and like air elementals.
Okay.
Pioneer knows about arium crystals.
Roll me an investigation check for the Skyglass retreat itself.
Okay.
You.
That took a really long time to be disappointing.
Yeah, unfortunately, heading over there and trying to look for any information, you weren't able to find much. It's pretty far away from Justice Landing and not really under their jurisdiction.
Yeah.
Roll me an investigation check for. What do you want to search up next? Elementals.
Vibranium.
Vibranium? Okay.
Yeah.
Nope.
Fuck me. Okay. Elementals. I hate that both the second rolls were same.
Elementals can be investigation or arcana.
They're the same thing. They're
Okay.
both +5.
Okay.
So now the
So-
17's on this side. Great.
It's funny. The air elementals, it depends on the certain area, but the most common type of way elementals work is they're quite chaotic in nature, fairly free spirited, and somewhat unpredictable. Air elementals flooded in during the third cataclysm, along with the Genasi, and since then there have been a lot of areas that have been kind of plagued or filled with various types of elementals, and a lot of areas have been destabilized and basically have caused like more unnatural elemental plane phenomena like floating islands occurring a lot more often in certain places, or places being flooded with water, that sort of thing. Air elementals themselves, they're it's hard to get a good idea on what they can do, like in terms of diplomacy or interacting with them. But they're not usually attack on sight unless you are doing something that they're not particularly fond of, like maybe invading their home or killing them in the first place or whatever it is.
Yeah, it's moving into Skyglass. Okay. There's something else. Oh, yeah. So one last thing he would do is he would look into the teleportation circle stuff, like just in case.
Okay. That's also
Teleport
an Arcana
Okay.
investigation.
Fuck me.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the information withheld by the teleportation keepers. They're not too obliged to share much information at this point.
Okay.
And a lot of information is kind of like secured behind a little bit more of a like higher access type thing where you need to
Yeah.
talk. Also, on this day in the morning, you would notice that the celebration's going on, and there has been a shift in mood throughout the city. There is no longer the fighting that has erupted in the streets and the constant, excitement and betting and all that type of things. The streets are a lot more calmer. Everyone is a lot more. They're all kind of settling down. And it's all just kind of a lot more slower melodic melodies instead of like this kind of high octane like fast paced music that would be playing by other bards. And it's all just taking a very different shift in the city. It's much more mellow. You can actually walk to places now without bumping into like people every so often, or nearly having a fist be thrown into your direction because you stumbled in the middle of a fight.
Oof.
Weird. Don't like it.
But there's nothing anyone else wants to do throughout the day. I need downtime.
Oh, I do.
Okay.
For the rest of the remaining downtime, I'll have her read the altruism book.
Okay. I'd say with the actually
Intelligence.
roll me intelligence. Roll me 2 checks for now.
Okay. Another one, or do we just take
Yeah,
a second as well?
Roll another one.
Okay. Oh,
Okay. Me checking through. Roll me 2 more actually.
pull more. 1, 2.
Oh,
Started off strong.
Then she got dumber by the second.
Candy fell
Oh,
asleep
boy.
halfway through the chapter.
Too many big words. They're blurring
Yeah,
together.
it's a lot to kind of get through, and just reading the book, and you're needing to have Syl like kind of go over and explain a few things, every so often. You do get another 15% worth of progress.
Okay. Let me put that down. All right.
But yeah, it's like you like trying to read things and then getting distracted and then like going to do some other thing for a bit and then still having to remind you like, wait, no, we're reading a book. Like, oh yeah, we're reading a book.
If they're trying to describe this thing, why don't they just use a simpler word? I feel like they're just trying to sound smart at this point.
I don't think that's the case. I think, Here, maybe let's try this chapter.
Goes back to chapter 1.
Turns
The
book
beginning.
sideways. Like,
I don't think this one's in common.
No, this is in common. They're just very long and complicated words.
Are you sure? This one
Yes.
looks like another language right here.
and she points to a random big word.
No. Philanthropy is indeed a word.
What was philanthropy?
It's when you're like rich and you're giving away your riches for a more kinder and benevolent.
Then why don't they just say rich person giving donations? I don't get it.
It's how you describe someone like that. They're called a philanthropist.
They could just say they're a rich, nice person.
I feel like that doesn't really roll off the tongue as well, but I feel like philanthropist doesn't roll off the tongue for you either. So I think-
Philanthropist.
Yeah. I think that's... Anyways, try this page.
That's gonna be the entire time of him helping her.
Just imagine Marcus walks by a couple of times, hears the words "philanthropist."
And Candy
Is that like
in the
throwing?
way.
Nah, that can't be what it means. I learned from my mistake.
I can imagine just like Candy being like, "How about a game of Dragon Chess?" And Sill's like, "No." I was like, "Please." And then there's like, "Fine, one game." Plays like 5 different games throughout the day.
Pretty much.
We got tiddlywinks going on.
Okay. So-
Before the day ends,
Hmm?
Einar finished that mask candy.
Ooh.
So
how did-
eventually he would present it. It's the basic shape of the rabbit that you wanted, but there's a crack on one of the eyes that went up into the forehead. However, that crack has been filled with gold. So it's a little splash of color on there.
Ooh, it has more character. Oh, I like the creative
It looks at Syl.
Integrity.
integrity that
Wait,
you
Is that the right
added.
word? Integration. Integration.
Integrate, is it?
Yes, integration.
I like the creative integration that you added to it.
Well, I didn't see much reason to start all over, so I just filled the crack with gold.
A pretty little mistake here.
She'll put it on her face.
I really like it. Thank you, Einar.
Yes, no problem.
I owe you my life.
Hey, no, you don't owe me your life. It's just a mask.
You put a lot of hard effort into it, and so you deserve no less.
How about we just call it a rain check then?
A rain check on my life. Got it. Okay, we can do that.
Candy, you don't need to give him your life for a mask.
But I mean, it's a really pretty mask.
I understand that's a really pretty mask, but I don't think it equates to your life.
I mean, it's pretty nice to look at. I mean,
Maybe Einar should build one for himself, because he doesn't look pretty nice to look at.
aw, Syl says you look really nice, Einar.
Wonderful.
It's gonna just be her looking like she's bickering with herself as she slowly closes the door.
That's not
Candy
what I
right
said.
now is literally Homer Simpson with "I would sell my soul for a donut right now."
It's all gonna come back when you guys get caught, but not like arrested, and they're looking for a bunny mask with a gold crack. He had no idea they were up no good with this. So he's just like, yeah, this should be a good way to clean up the crack and make it look nice.
After the English and peace.
Quiet like a mouse.
Anyways, anyone else got anything they want to do during this day of downtime?
Evelyn just keeping to herself.
Oh, okay.
She chilling.
Alright. Well, with that, gonna go ahead and move on to the next day, as everyone is early in the morning. Everyone is gathering at the blacksmiths, and you've all been told that Einar is holding a second Forged in Fire Championship. Is everyone attending?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
totally.
I'd say she would.
I have a question.
Hmm.
What when you're rolling for what do you call it? Fuck, what's it called? Smith's tools. What kind of check is it?
It is a strength check,
Okay, never mind.
most primarily.
Yeah, depending on what you do, obviously, but yeah, usually it's
Yeah.
strength.
What do you call it? Damien would offer Einar. Do you want me to cast some magic on you, or would you rather just do it straight?
Magic. What kind of magic?
It'll help you be better at this for a bit.
Well, appreciate the offer, but that wouldn't really be too kind to the opponents.
Right. Yeah. No, you're right.
I can
was
hear the
just
so
checking.
what in his voice.
I didn't rig the betting like a few days ago. What do you mean?
Not I.
I would never. Okay, yeah, so then Damien would just wish
I
him
have
luck.
faith in my skill.
Sure.
Famous last words.
Marcus would go into Einar right up to, he's like, hey Einar, I know you got, like,
Yes, Marcus.
you all ready for all this, and I know you got this, and you wanna just, rub my lucky rock for some luck? I mean, apparently this thing's really good.
I was just about to ask that.
Yeah, we got a lucky rock. I got a lucky rock too, eh?
You got one?
Yeah!
Oh my god. Two at the same time, double lucky.
Yeah! You get like double luck.
So you both want me to rub your lucky rocks?
No. You show us your the tools that you'll be using, and we'll do it.
Yeah, we'll rub the lock on the lucky locks on the lucky rocks on the tools.
Oh, on the tools. Okay, he'll just pull out his smith hammer and set it on the table. Have at it.
Marcus and Candy take out their lucky rocks like like a shoe shine polish.
Candy and Marcus decide to get the rocks off on
Yeah,
Einar's
they get their
tool.
rocks off and rubs the hammer. Polish that hammer. Make sure you get the head, Candy. Work the shaft. Work the shaft.
While they're doing that, he's gonna pull out his robe and wizard hat at the same time.
Kinky.
Alright, well, if you're done getting your rocks off on my hammer, I think it's about to start.
Good luck, buddy.
Thanks.
You got this.
We
No.
broke Mickey.
I'm crying.
Alright, guys, get over. See you next week. Fucking hell. Anyways.
There's no way I can lose now.
Swear to God.
Is there like a betting going on?
Yeah, there's betting. Actually, as you kind of make your way over towards the Style Slather, you see, you see some familiar faces and those who had seen, the competition before. You would see, Davumi, the, Jurgar, from before, and Hasia Throws, along with a few spatterings of other smaller blacksmiths, who are trying to make their stake in this competition. Everyone's just kind of like it wasn't right now. There's actually more seating involved. There's like this kind of like row of seats that have been set up along the side, crafted along basically this more open area of the square where the blacksmith is kind of like on one side of. You see people gathered much more neatly and taking their seats, and everything's kind of more orderly, and instead of just the whole kind of like mushed up crowd that it was just a few days ago. You see a man. He's got this kind of bowler hat on, nice. Kind of black, clean suit, garments, currently taking bets in the booth at the moment. Are you going up to make a bet?
Yeah.
Damien?
So Damien would Damien would bet on Einar. How much is like the usual bet?
It's a double on nothing type bet.
Okay. He put 80 on Einar.
Okay. Is anyone else taking any bets?
Marcus has
Absolutely.
no money.
Candy will put down 100 gold on Einar.
Actually, you know what? I'll put 180.
Candy will put down 200.
That'll leave me with 4 gold pieces.
She's trying to one-up Damien.
She's just like, oh, Jamie's being more generous. I should be more generous too. Just see Damien put more money down. Candy's just like, oh, that's a good idea. She'll put down 200.
Okay.
God damn it, I hate this.
Oh,
You better not
if you
lose.
win.
no, I have a plan.
Okay.
So Damien's plan, I just want to say it now, just so that like before any rolls happen. Damien's plan is to when there are moments where like being careful with the metal is of importance. Damien would like to use spiteful embodiment on one of the people in the competition against Manar that seem to be doing like the more skilled ones. To try to replace their strength checks with his.
Oh no! Don't ever tell Einar you did this.
I mean, it's only for a minute, right? So it's not like he's just trying to mess up at like crucial moments where they would have to go back and fix stuff.
Okay. Alrighty. Okay. With that, if no one has any other bets to make. Okay. So, as the kind of like the halfling man kind of gets upon the podium and he kind of gives his whole spiel. All right, welcome everyone to another. That's right, everyone. You guessed another Forged in Fire Championship, proposed by our wonderful Aina elves. Give it around! Give him a round! And here we have Hasithra, and he starts, and Devumi, and starts naming various other blacksmiths in the competition. Today, we're going to be making a crown out of various metals, or more metals of their choosing. You get points for design, the make, and, well, how well it does kind of mold together and is fit for our, fit for a ruler, or perhaps a noble. Winner will take 1,000 gold home, and with runner-up taking 500 gold. And here we do have some choices. We'll be using some different metals of choice that is up to the smith's choosing. We have iron, gold, silver, mithril, and adamantine. All of which is up to the craftsman on whether or not they wish to use a variety of the metals or perhaps just one. And also, some gemstones will also be included. So there'll be a bit of a jewel crafting type component to this competition. But that's it. Well, without further ado, let's begin. And Aina, I need you to tell me what metal you plan on using, or what metals you plan on using.
Gold! Gold.
Straight gold?
Straight gold. Yeah, straight gold.
Okay. Alrighty. Okay, so, alright, so I will need, the first check, make me a blacksmithing check. So there'll be 3, how many did I do last time, actually? I think that was me scrolling down, point, 4 checks.
4?
Yeah, but we'll do one at a time for that. Okay, so 13, and I need to do...
Pretty average start.
I know. 13. So, at any point for one of these checks on one person, you can choose to use your feature, Damien.
Okay. He would like to first see like a little
How
bit
people are doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
What's everyone doing?
Watching a competition, watching Einar's Forged in Fire champion, would you have made a bet?
How is betting done?
Double or nothing.
Double or nothing? No, I mean like, how is it being dealt like amongst spectators?
It's amongst spectators, yeah. And then it's kind of filled through this booth, who's currently taking bets. I know you weren't here, so I was just wondering if you would have made a bet on Aina or someone else.
Chat is what Candy and Damien betted.
Who?
Candy
Chat.
and Damien? Yeah,
No.
in the chat.
Oh, I heard.
I bet on Chad.
Yes, that's exactly what I heard. I was so confused. I was so confused.
I mean, yeah. Chad Einar.
Einer's a
no,
Chad.
wait.
Does it
Chad
mean?
Damien
Does it mean that
versus
Damien?
Einar.
No, Damien's version.
He's not like he's spoken openly to you that one time about it. Like,
See, that's what makes it ironic. Therefore, it's valid. But I suppose whenever it comes to that, me thinks she's gonna. I mean, wait, actually, I realized me and what money did we get paid recently at all? Because
No.
I'm broke.
We haven't been paid.
You didn't have a quest that was.
How the
money.
How the
Einar
fuck
got
are
a-
y'all betting 200?
That was
They
money
won
left.
fights.
Yeah, the fights we won, man.
Yep.
Right.
I have over 800 gold pieces. So
Sobs
it's
in
fine.
broke.
Laughs and rich.
It's okay, I'm poor too. Don't worry. I spent all my money on a rock.
I don't have money. No, I'm joking. Now that you think about it, no, I had money and then I fucking blew it all because I was buying something. Fuck. But yeah. With that being said, though, I will bet a single platinum.
Okay, 10 gold.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Is Damien able to tell how well the others are doing
Okay.
compared to Einar?
Yes. Einar is having a slow start at the moment as he's busy kind of getting everything sorted and the blueprints and everything ready, drawing up the schematics and making sure getting the mold started. The other two more experienced blacksmiths, both Hasithra and Devumi, they are getting a really good start, jumping straight on ahead. It seems like they had kind of like the a lot of the stuff planned out in their head, and they already made all their blueprints just like scribbled out really quickly, and already getting started on the forging process and the molding process. Devumi seems to be using silver for a base, and Hasithra seems to be using adamantine for a base.
And I'm guessing it'd be reasonable for Damien to know that adamantine probably requires like more strength to work.
Yeah.
Okay, so then he would replace his. He would try to replace his strength with that person's.
On the first one?
Yeah.
On the
Or
next
not on the
check.
first one. On the next.
The
On
next,
Yeah.
the next check.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought you meant like.
All right. Second check.
All right. This is how it started last time.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Okay.
This is exactly how it went last time.
Nani?
Alrighty. So she drops a whole big oof.
Yeah,
Wait,
strength is 7.
Wait, did Damien just basically fuck over the other person? Oh,
No one.
The way she- the way. Wait, it's secret. How? Explain. You
He's
posted it,
swapping.
right?
Yeah, he's swapping his stat at like a crucial moment, to swap their strength.
Yeah, I thought for a moment, I immediately thought I did something wrong by reading out the ability.
Which actually they need to make a charisma saving throw.
No. Yeah, it was just like he hasn't told anyone this is what he's doing, and since it doesn't actually like.
That's an
Suddenly,
actual
the person.
Oh no!
No.
Well, I have their strength now for like a minute, so it's just weird. I'm like, oh jeez, that's not great.
Just imagine
Shit,
Marcus is
punch
going
the
to look
wall
over
as
it.
you leave.
Damien, you look a little more swole than normal. I mean, you okay? You kind of swelling up? You're not sick or anything, are you? 23
Oh,
passive
he's just been
perception,
working
man.
out.
Marcus knows everything.
Unfortunately, as you try to do your embodiment, Cecilia was working on her basically hammering the part of her and getting the rest of the crown kind of like moving forward. She resists the effects, and there's a slight moment where she kind of just twitches and kind of looks around for a moment before she gets back to her work. Devumi, on the other hand, is still going pretty strong. He's working at the same pace that he was, from before. Aina, accelerating way much further ahead during this second portion of the competition. Third check.
I'll try it on the other one.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oof.
I'm gonna just inspiration to re-roll that because why
Okay.
not?
Well, you got him.
Yes.
Hell yeah!
Okay. 29. That is it's a big number. And then Tefumi needs to make. Tefumi fails. So suddenly you watch as the Dura just his strength is immediately sapped from him, and anyone who's not really like paying attention and just kind of watching the over competition, but you watching Damien, you see like the Durgar just as he's going to like make a crucible hit and work on his piece. Suddenly you just see him just kind of like almost slam his hammer pretty hard into the wrong side as he's like overjudged, and then there's just this partial dent in it now, and he's like, God damn it. He's working on fixing that now.
As soon as he sees that, Damien would just drop it so that like it's not the full minute. He doesn't want anyone to be suspicious of something.
Okay. Alrighty. And last check. Oof.
Moment of truth.
That is a nat 1.
Oof. Okay.
Alrighty. So. Okay. As Devumi is working on his piece. Actually, that is not. What is it? As Devumi is working on his piece, and the weird strength that had drained him earlier from before, the dent is actually much worse than he had anticipated, and it is basically caused the crown that he was working on to like kind of shatter in one place and basically split apart, and now there's this weird bend to it and it looks kind of off. It's not really that good of a craftsmanship anymore, and you just see him just kind of infuriated, and he's like, blast it, and just kind of hammers into the rest of the into the crown, just clearly fed up with the final kind of like last bit of it all.
Damien would lean over to Candy and say, some people just can't handle the competition.
Well, I mean, they're going up against someone who's really good at this, so that's no surprise.
Yeah,
Not to mention our
just
lucky
great.
rocks.
I really think it's because of the lucky rocks, though.
Yeah.
Not to say, oh no, well, Einar, of course, is very skilled, of course. I'm just saying that the lucky rocks have never failed.
No, exactly.
I know. What type of gems are you using?
If they
Would you be
don't have diamond, something that looks like it would be diamond or maybe sapphire.
Okay. Roll me a jewelry crafting check. I don't know if you have that.
I don't.
Okay, roll me a sleight of. No, just roll me a dex check.
Oof. I'm good at these.
Oh!
Apparently I'm good at these.
Okay. And with that, you're able in the final stretch of finishing off and getting the gems placed on and finishing all that up. You managed to find a couple of gems that actually fit the crown and the aesthetic that you're going for. And you kind of get them all in the right places, and there's this really good gleam to it all. and it all just comes together very nicely, and it's like the final piece that just kind of makes it stand out, as you've all as the competition comes to a close and everyone's ready to finalize as the countdown begins, and as the competition is drawn to a close, you see the various judges and the noble woman from before, as she just kind of makes her way over to observe the craftsmanship. And you can see a few others. She's talking to another noble that you haven't quite seen before, as they're kind of discussing, and eventually, I know, as the results come through, and you hear the announcer kind of walk onto the podium with the envelope with the winner, as he kind of stands up there. All right, well, I know it's been a long day, but this hard work and everyone that has shown their craftsmanship today has been, well, rather fruitful, as we've finally come to a draw and close on this competition. And as I open up this envelope here, and kind of does the whole dramatic spiel, and just opening up the envelope. All right, and the winner is Einar Olsen, and everyone gives her applause.
Woo!
Rapid clapping.
Yeah! Go
Evelyn
on!
was
All right, okay, and Einar, would you care to give any words, a speech, perhaps?
A speech.
Are you
Well,
one for speeches?
Sometimes.
Evelyn just uses message over towards Einar, underneath the assumption that it's close enough, and it's just, I think it's better to just walk away with the win. Good job, by the way.
I would like to thank everybody who came out here. And hopefully it has sparked interest in the trade of smithing in some folk. And for those curious, the crown he ended up making looks like that.
Hey!
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Alrighty. And with that, Einar, you take home 1,000 gold pieces. No longer poor.
Can't imagine.
So
Candy,
I get my.
You get your gold back plus 200. Damien, 180. And, what was it? Evelyn, you get 10 gold.
Back to over 1,000.
Wait. 1 plat, so I got 1 plat back?
Yeah, you got one. You get
Your money back. Yeah, plus.
Yeah, plus your winnings, so it's double.
Okay, 3 plat. I now have 3 plat. Wonderful. Big bucks. Also, I was not supposed to roll that, so, well, please don't read that. That would
I'll
suck.
close that.
Thank you.
Get rid of that for you.
Me changing money all of a sudden, post-stability. That's embarrassing. I'm gonna die now.
Okay, so as you all finish up, it's about late afternoon. I'm sure some of you would probably come and go on if you weren't sitting there watching the whole competition for however many hours, which is basically the entire day. Because it is a smithing competition after all.
Yeah.
But what are your plans for the evening? Are you staying another day and moving off tomorrow morning, or?
Yeah, I guess Marcus would grab her. So what's the plan anyways, guys? Are we teleporting over, or we were going to teleport, right?
I think that's fair to assume. I can cover the bill. After all, I did just make some big money there.
You did.
Oh!
Told you our liquor rocks
question.
would work.
Actually, I'm really curious.
Indeed.
That the crown thing that you made. Is that something that you're gonna be wearing? Oh, or is it for the horses?
No, I think the nobles kept it.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you
Kind
know the last one I won, they put the sword I made in I think a museum around here somewhere, and it was a deal that the noble presiding over this and granting, I guess, the winning purse would be taking the crown home with them. So I guess they bought a crown worth 1,000 gold, made of gold
Ooh.
in a way.
Funny how that works.
Indeed. But, yeah, it was weird. I was taking a look at our dwarven friend, and he just seemed out of it for a little while there.
Well, the heat of competition can get rather troublesome for some.
And was clearly intimidated by how good you are at this.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, a win is a win in my book.
I'd say so.
I mean, the way you put those gems in the crown, though, that was expertly done.
Yeah, you know, I got big hands, so it was a little tricky.
Well, funnily
the
enough, you
gem
didn't
and
seem to have much
everything.
trouble.
I suppose a momentary spot of luck, or perhaps a momentary spot of inspiration. I'm not sure.
And Lucky Rocks.
It might have been.
They have yet to fail, to be honest.
Which is scarily true.
Well, perhaps we should tie the lucky rock to the end of your axe.
Ooh,
Now, wait a minute, though. Sorry.
She just kind of looks at her axe, is just like, wow, would that fit the aesthetic I've got going?
My only concern is that rubbing the lucky rock seems to surpass luck onto the bear. So what happens if Candy strikes someone with her axe and the lucky rock rubs them?
Ooh, that's a good point.
I mean, just don't hit them with that side of the axe.
What if they touch it?
Yeah, what happens if they touch Candy's
rock?
I think it's about intent.
Maybe if you don't like them, it'll be an unlucky rock for them.
Well, that's kind of tough. I like a lot of people.
Well, I suppose that's a fair point. So, are we taking the teleporter?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that was the plan. Save us a few weeks of travel, right?
Well, I don't know about weeks, but it would save us quite a few days. I suppose we should send a message to the mercenaries that we acquired, so to speak.
Yeah,
Where are they?
Well, I mean, that's what the message spell's all about, right?
Yes, we should probably let them know to head here so we can get them to show up to Skyglass right about the time we get there, or maybe a few days after.
Exactly, right? And we can, I mean, I don't know whether or not, well, actually, is it? No, wait a minute. We're going. So, what about Bianca? Was she coming with us, or was she going to stay behind and guide the mercenaries?
I believe her and William are staying behind, and then when we call them, they'll come through, or not through, but via riverboat.
Yeah, with the mercenaries, right? So, our friends we hired.
Yes. And they're going to bring our cart and 10 spare wheels, and of course the horses.
Well, that sounds like a plan then. Turns over to Evelyn. Miss Evelyn, you said you had that. Did you have that sentence spell?
Sorry, exactly what?
Yeah, the spell that lets you speak at long distances.
I believe me making sure, because I'm pretty sure Evelyn either said A, that she'll prepare it if we need it, or if not so, then simply just
You did say you'd have it prepared if you needed it before, but I don't know.
got it. I was just making sure, because I'm gonna go ahead and slap that in right now. Where the fuck? There it is. Where the fuck? There it is. All right. Yeah, I should, right? What about?
Well, tell them to come to Jester's Landing, meet up with Bianca so they can get instructions to meet us at our new base.
And mercenaries? Exactly what's that about?
Well, they're the friends we hired, remember?
You know, the ones that were going to ambush and kill us for gold, and Marcus talked them out of it.
Wait a fucking second. You mean the guy? Wait, you mean the people that were
The people that
After
attacked us on the
we-
road, and then Candy and Marcus convinced them to mend their ways and become good guys.
You guys actually pulled that off? What the fuck?
We convinced
You
them to
know-
be good guys.
I
and
think
work with us.
Evelyn was under the weather at the time that happened.
I think I was sleeping in the cart.
So her memory might be a little fuzzy.
Not to mention, I am also in a semi-disassociative mood today, so I might actually end up leaving early. We'll see. But other than that, no, wait, okay. If I'm making sure, it was the people that we came across immediately after the troll that we passed. Because there was
No,
a troll
it wasn't the troll. We met them after we had Bianca.
after. Okay, yeah,
Marcus-
I wasn't there for that.
Yeah, Marcus convinced them to mend their ways and patrol the roads because Marcus felt bad about all the Knoll stuff and convinced them and gave them 200 gold to work
Wait,
for us.
Judah was there. Judah
Yeah,
was
you were
there. I
there.
remember that.
Was I?
Yeah,
Yeah, because Evelyn,
Yeah, you
Evelyn tried to
tried-
talk them.
Yeah, you tried to frighten them.
yeah, you tried to frighten them away.
So those were the people. Okay, yeah, pain.
Hmm.
Okay, been back where I was then. Yeah, okay. I can let them know then. What did you say then? Exactly what was it, Marcus?
Well, have them come to Jester's Landing to meet Bianca. They met Bianca, so they know who we're talking about. To get in, so they can lead them towards our new base of operations.
I would name drop Marcus.
Yeah, say it's for Marcus.
1 second. Me counting my words ahead of time.
Pretty sure that was under 25.
Guys, you should go back and get the troll as a member of your.
Yeah, whenever we're starving, we'll just cut off an arm.
So Marcus is asking that I tell you to meet with Bianca in Jester's Landing. What else?
She'll give you. She'll tell you where to meet us for a new base of operations.
To find our new base of operations.
Are we gonna name the troll Domp?
What do you call it? Should we leave money with Bianca for all of that?
I can leave some money. Marcus, how much did you promise them? Do you remember?
I already paid him 200.
Right. Suppose I'll leave an extra 100.
I mean, I think the money's for, the buying the passage on the boat and everything as well.
Surely it can't cost 100 gold.
Well, no, I wasn't saying that. I was just referring, I think that's what the money was for.
I suppose
All
we
right.
should look into that really quick before we
Bamf out of
leave
town.
any amount. Yeah.
Sure, let's head to the docks.
Okay.
Got the message. So Evelyn kind of rubs her hands together for a moment and takes a thumb that's glowing just the ever slightest bit with that kind of signature pinkish purplish magic of hers, and she kind of wipes the bottom of her lip, leaving a shimmer before it fades as well, and she just goes ahead and says, "Hello, Marcus is asking that I tell you to meet with Bianca in Chester's Landing. She'll tell you where to find our new base." 24 words exactly.
There's a pause, and you hear. Let's be checking. Right. All right. Luckily, we're close to Justice Landing, so we'll head there and head on over as soon as we can.
They said they'll head on over. Although, do they know who Bianca is, right?
Yeah, Bianca was with us when it happened. Because he
Right,
remembers that
right.
because Bianca was disappointed we didn't kill them all.
Understood.
It'll be a great reunion.
I'm sure it will. All right then. Was that all the messages you needed me to send?
I think that's everything. Nobody else got anything else that need to be said? Anybody else we need to contact, get information with?
Yes, contact Gerard and Offset and tell them that I am now 3 times Forged and Fire Champion.
I think that's some type of news you'd rather tell him yourself.
I'll send a missive.
All right.
I wonder if we should invite that person that was selling oyster balls.
No.
You mean like a cook for the place?
She's just like holding her chin, and at the immediate no, she just nods her head.
I mean, we're eventually gonna have to get a whole staff for this thing, right? Because we're gonna need people to cook.
Maybe we
clean.
should get it first. Maybe we should.
I mean, I'm thinking optimistically. What are the odds this group of daring doers of good and righteousness can't get a hold of this place?
What did he say?
Fair enough.
So what are the odds are that
Especially
these
with
daring...
especially with our newfound abilities.
Yeah!
Granted, I've yet to feel the need to use mine, but who knows?
Yeah, me neither.
Marcus looks over at him, kind of raises an eyebrow, looks back. Yeah!
There's literally nothing. It doesn't look like anything.
I mean, if you are swapping physical stats, there probably is a physical manifestation, I'm just saying.
Well, true, but there's nothing necessarily saying that could be any other magic.
True.
That's a wild assumption to make.
Okay. So I assume you're all heading to the docks.
Yes.
Here?
And bring in the carriage.
Okay. Oh, you bring the carriage now?
Oh wait, are we doing? Wait, is
We're not bringing
for
the
when we
No,
ever?
we're just finding out how much this is gonna cost, so I know how much
Oh.
to leave.
Oh, okay.
And then we're just gonna teleport over.
Me checking that. Me also considering how much whole ship costs.
Are you changing the price?
No. It's me finding out how much it costs in the first place.
I mean, it would probably be based on however much the possible danger of taking someone up that way.
Yeah.
Man, the amount of people you're taking, weight of cargo, there's a lot of factors.
Yeah. There's a lot of factors. I'm getting a rough approximate.
I think we'll have 12 people with a cart and 2 horses.
That does help.
Assuming there's 10 mercenaries, which I don't remember the exact number.
Yeah, neither do I. There was a few of them.
I think it was 10, but
That's 10, yeah. Okay. You meet a gnome fellow who's currently like the quartermaster at the. What was the last one?
Again, my mind is running at 1 mile per hour, and I just thought of a really stupid meme.
As you kind of meet this gnome, and he's kind of has his ledger open, and he looks up at you all. Hello there. How can I help you?
Hello, my good friend. We just wanted to inquire the cost of a boat rental.
A boat rental? For, what kind? What do you... I need passengers, cargo, anything? A lot of you? Where are you going?
We're headed up towards, where was it? Around the area of the Sky Glass Keep. We need a boat for 12 people, 2 horses, and a cart.
The where?
I believe it's down to the east. Sky. What was it? Sky Glass Keep?
Skyglass Retreat.
Sky Glass
the
Retreat.
mountains over by Arkvale.
Oh, that place has been abandoned for a long time. Very long time. Why are you heading over there?
Personal business.
Retail.
See, my friend Marcus, his uncle died and left him the deed.
Marcus will look over at Einar with like a confused look on his face.
Your
Is that
uncle?
my dad?
We simply have some personal business to conduct there. You see, we're adventurers. We kind of go quite a few places.
Oh, why do I even try?
That's why I'm trying.
Alright. Okay, well, let me do the calculations here.
You guys gave him the amount of people, right?
Yeah, I said
Yeah.
12
Yep.
people though. I said everything. Yep.
It'll be about 125 gold for the journey, covering all the costs.
Looks over at Einar. I guess the 100 wasn't enough.
I can pay it if you guys want.
I suppose it's a lot of people.
Question, DM.
Hmm.
Is this man eligible? Or this creature eligible?
He's a gnome. rather old.
Creature!
He's rather old.
With that voice, he is not. He's a creature.
He's getting on in his years for a gnome. He's quite old.
He's Ersterbull.
Roll me an insight check.
Is he eligible for my ability? Just wondering. Okay, insight. Let's see. Oh wait, was that a yes?
Oh, eligible for your ability.
Yes.
Me checking ability again. I'm thinking it's your active or your
My passive.
I have an idea.
Me thinking. Me rolling. Okay. Yeah.
I hate it. I hate it. I hate how affirmative that yeah was. It's just I'm sorry to say, but I just this kind of move and everything is rather really important to the lot of us all, and it's also quite a bit of a difficulty getting everybody here in one place. I don't mean to haggle, but is there any way that we could potentially have a lower price?
Roll me a persuasion check.
She like caresses chin.
Nah, she just kind of moved her hair just the tiniest bit. She's always been a beautiful lady, you know that.
I feel like it's
But,
Bulma talking to Master Roshi.
That's hilarious. 21.
Alright.
Me, I had to think for a moment. It's like, am I technically lying? Not really. Yeah.
Okay. Well, considering you're all just lovely people, and I think I could probably bump down the price just for you.
Thank you.
Oh, you're certainly welcome. And if you have any other things, any other travel requirements for the ships, be sure to let me know.
And he looks at Evelyn specifically.
She kind of covers her mouth with just the slightest, almost imperceptible discounting Marcus smile, and just I'll be sure to.
I'm gonna
Alrighty.
insult him and see if he's into her.
Go ahead.
I hope you roll fuck.
I'm not gonna insight. Can't do this.
Terrified of her. That's the secret.
He's a little bit in. Yeah, he's like, my wife died only,
Today.
ago. I think it's time.
You know, sometimes love just finds a way into your life. You never
Please
know
look
when.
its way into that old man's heart and other parts.
I mean, gnomes live a long time.
Oh no.
Did you just take that
He did.
back?
Okay.
I got a better one waiting till this is over.
Pain. Okay.
Did I say the price that he was gonna go?
125 was
125.
Well, no.
originally, but
I was.
No, the readjusted price.
no, you haven't.
No.
100 gold. How about that?
That sounds perfect.
I
And
can
kind of turns around and looks over at Einar, like, take it.
Works for me.
guys, do you want me to pay it?
Oh,
Einar won.
I don't mind paying it.
Well, I mean, you're the winner for the day, so doesn't that mean you got to get spoiled a bit? Isn't that how that works?
Well, in some circles, sure.
It's not about the
But,
money for Einar. It's the pride.
Oh, is that it?
I am bringing pride to my home village every time I win.
Oh, well, okay, if you're sure. But if you need any help, just let me know.
I will keep that in mind.
You are not wrong, Storm. I'm just like, thank you guys.
And Einar will prepay 100 gold and describe Bianca to this gnome, so when they eventually come to get on their ferry, there won't be any problems. And he would ask for like a writ to present.
He'll do all the documentation up and sign you up a writ with wax sealing on it.
Wonderful, thank you.
Thank you!
Thank you!
Thank you very much.
Yeah, much obliged.
So many
gives a
thank yous.
polite nod.
Looks over at Damien, who hasn't said thank you yet, and kind of nudges him.
He looks at hasn't said anything either.
Rhea just walked away by now.
I assume Brad wasn't even there.
As
What?
as the group is walking away, Einar will smirk and look over at Evelyn and go, "You know, I think old Nomio there was giving you the puppy dog eyes."
Hate it.
I would be a fool to say that I didn't notice, but she just kind of shrugs nonchalantly.
Well, suppose takes all kinds.
I'd say it's more of a play the cards you have.
Ah. Interesting.
Also, it took me approximately 2 seconds to get the Nomio thing. I didn't get it at first, and then it just deepened. out
That's
of
why I said I hate
absolutely
it.
nowhere. I hate it too. Although arguably Own Gnome still does it worse. Or better, depending on what your perspective is. SM fucking H Nano.
Leave me
That's
alone.
what
I
happened.
have to.
what-
I need this.
That's what happens when I invite a meme mode into my game.
More than one pain.
At least it's not Lord Maymay, okay?
Oh, God.
The character who, on some accounts, exists, on other accounts, does not.
Depends on who you ask.
You should have never,
Everyone,
you should have never starved Nano like that, Store.
I should have not.
That's your fault.
That is on me, and I take full responsibility. Oh, God.
I suppose at this point, the only thing left to do in this city is go to Bianca and hand her to Rit and let her know the mercenaries are coming.
And we're off to the races.
Off to the next city.
Is there any pause time between that?
Yeah, you guys. Let me slam an hour and 15 minutes in. Yeah, it's currently 7:13 p.m.
Okay, if she can find the opportunity when she's alone in a room or somewhere, with her never-ending neon pink paint, she's gonna paint the mask pink, neon pink.
I hate it.
Is it just a blanket like all over job, or is it
All over
Purely-
job.
Okay, so don't need a roll for
So
that.
gold is gone.
How
Which is
dare you
great, because
cover my
that gets
gold?
rid of the gold, so the identification mark is gone.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah,
still a
now
mask.
it's just a
like-
neon.
Oh
pink
yeah.
mask.
She would make sure to avoid the gold mark since that is a nice little thing that Einar added.
Okay. Roll me a sleight of hand check at advantage, since it's not a
Okay.
major thing.
Someone could have asked the painter for help.
17.
Or
That's
the
fine.
bard
Yeah,
for
you're,
inspiration.
you're able to cover that just fine. It was a fairly low DC, anyways. It was just the one mark. I was just in the odd chance that you're all like 2 nat 1s and just completely covered.
Splash, splash, like a kid trying to paint like a 5-year-old painting.
Accidentally get glue stuck in the paint, and it glues like a portion of the paint over, and it's like
It ends up being one of like the old prehistoric fucking masks that are
Oh,
found in exhibits.
God, no.
It'd be beautiful. Just little Candy with this cursed eldritch mask.
okay. As you- I don't know who else is talking with Bianca, but I assume Aina would be. As you all kind of make your way back, this would be before Candy does all her painting. You're all back. I was there for some of your competition, Aina, but I figured I'd head back here and do a few more things.
Oh, no worries. It's a all-day event. I don't expect everybody to stay there the whole time.
Well,
But
You did a
if
good
you
job.
weren't there for the end, spoiler alert, I won.
oh, I was there. You did.
Ah. Well, I'm 3 for 3 in that now, which feels nice.
That you are.
But we're going to head to Arkvale through the teleporter, but I wanted to give you this writ. It's for a transportation boat to Skyglass.
Oh, alright.
We've contacted the mercenaries
Oh,
that we ran into on the road and informed them to head here, and you would be there to give further instruction. So
At
once they
this
get
inn?
here,
At this inn?
here in Jester's Landing.
So do they know where to find me?
I don't think that was relayed in the message. We could always send a secondary one now that you bring it up.
My apologies. I recently developed that spell. I didn't quite. Yeah.
Oh, no, it's alright. I just wanted to make sure.
Fair
But,
enough. Just
where exactly
send a
is the inn?
secondary message, I suppose. Elation in.
Right. Well, should I do this now, or?
Well, I mean, we're about to go to bed, so I guess now's better than ever.
Alrighty. Then if that's the case, you said elation, right?
Yes, elation in.
Okay, definitely not the risque one.
I mean, some of the
There are two?
mercenaries might like it there, but no. We don't want to send them there.
I don't want to go there either.
Fair enough. Just send them here.
Alright. Then, just as a mock, before I actually cast a spell, I believe that means, Bianca's to be found at the Elation. I'm saying that right? I feel like I'm saying that wrong.
Elation.
Elation. Okay. Bianca's to be found at the Elation Inn. In insert area of the city. That's. Is there anything else that I should perhaps add onto it? And kind of looks at Einar and Marcus.
I don't think so. I think that gets the point across.
Yeah, I think
We
I think
just
they
need
know the
them to get
basics.
here. Anything more detailed can be relayed by Bianca in person.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you want to use up the words, we could mention, don't worry about passage, it's been paid for.
Yes, you could add that in.
Yeah, that's good. Alright then. Give me a moment to think.
Well, I suppose tomorrow morning will be the last time I see you all, or at least some time.
Yeah, well, we'll see you get back once we get the old new homestead set up.
Right. It's been fun traveling, despite everything.
Indeed.
You all being there definitely helped a lot.
Well, I'm glad we could assist in the ways we could.
Yeah. I mean, yes, the circumstances were not very great, to say the least, but it's been nice traveling with you.
Likewise.
A lot of fun.
Hopefully we'll be able to see each other again.
I'm sure we will.
At least.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely going to see each other again. You're going to be coming over with us to...
Smells of the...
We'll make sure to set up a room just for you.
Ooh, you know what? Remind me, Candy, when we go to the next place, we should buy, like, throw pillows and stuff to set up the place when we move in.
Ooh, good idea.
That's where the money is going. Interior decorating.
Before I forget, and she does the same little bits of the spell, and just says, "Before I forget, the Elation Inn is where you'll be meeting Bianca. Don't worry about paying; it's already paid for. See you there."
Got it. So good.
She kind of rolls her eyes, just so concise. They'll be here.
Wonderful. Alright. Be interesting working with them, and I guess it's an adventure in itself for me. I take it there'll probably be things that arise up as we travel along, and things that might need protection and all that sort.
Yeah.
Yes, do be safe.
I'm sure.
I don't know if it'll help, but do you want to rub the lucky rocks just to be, give you a perk?
Okay, you're gonna use them too much. And then
The fact that you couldn't even say that without fucking laughing.
A lucky rock?
Yeah, I bought it at the magic shop as he pulls out his lucky rock.
It's not the screaming one, is it?
No, that's a different
No.
rock.
I also have one.
She takes out hers.
Oh.
What does it
have a
do? What does a lucky rock look like? Because Evelyn also does care
I don't know.
about the likes of rocks and stuff anyway.
I don't know about Marcus, but Candy just took a random rock off the road.
Yeah, well, Marcus is actually a stone of luck.
Yeah. Marcus has kind of like a more simpler symbol etched of Kilmari into it.
Well, I don't exactly know what would make it lucky, but I guess in a world of magic, anything can, right?
Indeed.
It has a 0% fail rate.
Yeah, it's been 100% every time. So if you rub our rocks, you are guaranteed to meet us again.
I don't like the way that sounds.
Oh,
Well, I mean, we can rub them on you.
Einar is just gonna grab them both by the ear and just hold them away at this point.
Oh, no, don't do that.
Candy is pulling away.
Evelyn just sits there and smiles oh so pleasantly.
Bianca is just red in the face. And she's just staring at the ground as if, what did I just hear?
I'm sure that they didn't mean for it to
Candy
sound as
Market,
bad as it
you
was.
You can't just tell people you're gonna rub your rocks up on them.
Why?
Yeah, I don't get it. They're rocks, right?
Yeah, they're lucky. It's the only way they work.
Didn't you
I mean-
travel? And he pointed Marcus.
Yeah, I traveled a lot.
Did people just not talk to you? Like,
No, I talked to lots of people.
Evelyn just looks back over towards looks back over towards Damien. It's just they didn't know what favors were either, though. So,
To be in Marcus's defense, he was in a completely different culture for the first half of his travels. He was in this
Oh, for
world
sure.
equivalency of China or Japan.
for sure. But still.
Candy's just candy.
Yeah.
I think
But,
Candy
Involving the
knows. I
bad
think Candy
influences
knows.
of this party.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. But once she's gonna rip free, Candy's gonna hold out her arms though towards Bianca, just be like, "Wait, we gotta do big goodbye hug though."
Oh, sure. I was planning on doing that. So
Quickly scurry over.
She'll give you a hug.
Candy will do the one where like she kind of lifts her off her feet a bit and does a little sway back and forth, and then sets her down.
Okay. All right.
You be safe, alright?
Oh, thank you. You too.
Okay, and also,
Candy will kind of like bring a hand up by her mouth and kind of whisper to her. It's just like,
and, if you ever need some company again or just to talk to someone, feel free to write at any time, okay?
There's a slight pause, and she gives you a genuinely warm smile and a nod.
All right. Thank you. I might take you on that offer.
Well, Miss Bianca, it was a pleasure. As Marcus will hold out his hand for a handshake.
And she'll shake your hand.
It's been a pleasure.
And, we'll see you again. Got sniffles, wipes away. Wipes like a single tear.
She kind of gives you this kind of like awe look.
You're all such wonderful people. I really hope everything goes well. Perhaps once everything's set up at Skyglass, I take up a more permanent position at the place and help run things.
Yeah, we will definitely have an position open for you, Bianca.
All right. I look forward to it.
Marcus
I
will
guess
finish.
if we're having our goodbyes now, then I might take the time to actually sleep in.
Probably easiest.
Yeah, get plenty of sleep.
She'll kind of like move a bit of her hair away from her face and wipe her eye a little.
See you sometime soon.
She'll give you all a polite nod.
You'll see us within a fortnight, I'm sure.
Good night.
Actually, I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. It could be a month. I don't know how long that river trip's gonna take.
Noted. Good night, everyone.
Bye!
Head on into her room.
looks over towards Marcus.
You gonna be alright, Marcus?
Oh, I'm fine. It's just, I always get emotional during goodbyes.
There.
We'll rub and pat his back.
Marcus, it's not a goodbye. It's a see you later.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. See you later.
God, that won't come back later in the future.
I just had this horrible experience that they're going to sink at sea and they all die. It's like, oh God!
Does Marcus say that in front?
No, that's not what he said. He doesn't say that.
Okay.
That was just me making a joke.
Yeah. Okay. I was worried.
No, that was me memeing a joke. That wasn't me. That Marcus didn't say that.
Okay.
That was just that was response to Nano's. Man, this is gonna bite me in the ass, and that's why I will.
All right. Is that everyone done for the night?
Well, the way I see it, we have two options. We stay here one more night, or we take the teleporter if it's open to Arkvale and get a new end there. I don't think we're losing time either way, though.
I mean, I suppose it's instantaneous either way.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess the big question is
Oh fuck! I was muted.
Oh.
Hi. Sorry. No. Literally, Evelyn was just. I would actually perhaps like to go and see if we could find an inn over there. I mean, frankly, before we had even arrived here, the lot of you seemed to be, for lack of a better term, indecisive, and we ended up being in Justice Landing rather. But I rather would like to see Arkvale.
sure, we'll head over now then. I bet you know what? I gotta say, a floating city in the middle of the night moonlight would make an amazing painting, so I'm 100% on board on this.
You'd have to show me it.
Don't worry, I won't do a Forged in Fire championship there this time. I'll do one later.
Ooh, you know what? We could open it up like you could set up like at our base like a Forge and Fire Championship like arena where all the best smiths around the world come to challenge you.
That is true, we could do that. I have 3 victories under my belt already, so it's an impressive streak.
Are you sure they'd all come just to lose their money?
I mean, don't people go to gladiator pits to lose their money?
I think it's more like.
So, but
Oh, sorry.
I'd say so, but I'm pretty confident in the one that we're betting for. Just flashes a smile.
You see, I think it's more like my master told me, like martial artists would go to other people's dojos to challenge like the dojo master to kind of like prove that they were the best. I think that's what we'll get here, but with smithing.
Precisely. I mean, smiths aren't known to be terribly competitive, but so far I have not seen a smith back down from the challenge. So perhaps there's a fire within them all, and they are looking to answer the call of competition.
Yeah, a fire that was forged by you.
Well, I don't know about me forging it, but I suppose stoked.
I hate that. Evelyn would just go ahead and say, I don't know. Honestly, I feel as though the likes of Alexander would be rather disappointed in how much you seem to be down-talking.
You know what? He disappeared. Who knows where he went?
Yes, but I can just hear him chiding you across from who knows where.
Honestly, I don't
Perhaps.
actually imagine I don't think Alexander would have heard a word Einar said, to be honest. I think he'd been too busy looking in his mirror.
Evelyn kind of looked at Marcus for a quick moment, and he's like, did he just not get what I said? Oh, just adding to a joke. Understood.
You know, I wonder what would happen if his mirror ever broke. Or, even worse, if we, as a funny prank, replaced his mirror with a mirror that showed a cursed image where it showed a zit right on the end of his nose or right between the eyes.
Knowing him, I believe he would just think that the mirror was just not good enough for him.
I mean, probably, but still. Would be funny.
Perhaps. But, so, is everyone okay with us leaving?
Yeah, I think that's good. Anybody got objections? Miss Ray, you've been really quiet. You got any objections to getting going now, or?
Rhea has probably just been really distracted as of lately, but she shakes her head, saying no to the objections.
Okay, well, I guess we better head down to the teleportation office.
Great. All right then. Let's go.
Oh, we gotta make sure to bring chocolate and cookie, right?
No, they're going with the boat, Candy.
Mhm.
Oh, right. Okay, got it.
Do you have one of those meat sticks?
What?
Those flavored bacon sticks. I could really go for one right now.
Are you referring to jerky?
Oh, no, from in the bag of holding.
Oh yeah. Marcus
No,
goes.
it's not dried.
Marcus reaches in the
Oh.
bag and hands him a meat stick.
What the fuck is a meat stick? When did this happen?
When we first got here, Candy bought a whole bunch of food and we put it in the bag of holding.
And I kept offering her more and more food.
Yo.
Just buying all of it.
Also, I think it doesn't need to be said, but like, we
Thank
don't need
you,
more
Dave.
fuel for dick jokes.
This was before.
Yeah, this was actually the
I
first
know.
big joke,
This
but
was
It
harmless.
just keeps adding on.
And they're called bacon sticks, but Aina decided to use the innuendo term. So I mean, that's on.
I
That's
mean,
on him.
fairly, it's because I forgot that there were bacon sticks for a moment. Bacon strips.
Do you want one, Evelyn?
No thanks.
You know, the meat sticks are really good.
See? Now you're doing it on purpose.
Yeah, that one was on purpose.
I hate it here.
So do I.
Then perhaps another time? I mean, what time is
Very
it?
well.
It is 8:30.
When?
8:30.
Ah, okay. I guess with that being said, wow, sudden blank. Ooh. Yeah, no, it's a little bit late. I don't want to eat anything particularly. I don't know. God, fuck. How big is the meat stick?
With both hands.
It's
Shut the. Yeah.
it's like a kebab. It's not a kebab. Is it a kebab?
kebab.
Yeah.
You can say it either way.
No,
Yeah.
it's me thinking if it's the.
If that's what kind of thing it is. Yeah.
Yes, it is. It is a kebab.
Okay.
It's skewered
Wait.
meat.
It's skewered meat. That one.
Why didn't anybody just say meat kebab? Pain. So much pain.
It's a meat.
Or it could have been a corn dog.
Please.
Yeah, but
Brian.
there's like two different kebabs. They do the wrap style and then they do the skewer style. But I think it's because
Skewer style.
listen. Listen.
I
Everything-
lost my fucking mind.
Everything was
my.
good until the skewer nation attacked.
Shut up! So much pain.
Can we go to the teleportation circle now?
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't want to explain this any further.
Okay. As you make your way over to the teleportation offices, you see a woman standing there, and she's dressed in like the kind of guard officer garments. She kind of looks over towards you. Oh, she's got this kind of blonde hair that kind of rolls past her shoulders, fairly loose and straight. She's got these kind of bluish eyes, and everything looks rather formal in terms of what she's wearing. She's standing behind this counter. Oh, welcome. Your late night teleportation. How can I help?
Hello there.
Hello.
Yes, we just need to get by. Particularly, I don't believe. How much is to Arkvale?
It's 50 golds per person.
Per person.
Would you guys like for me to pay?
Well, I think if you can pay for yourself, there's no reason why you shouldn't, but for those who are broke, you may ask.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah.
Who
Oh,
can't afford it? Marcus, I know you're pretty strapped.
Well, I actually purposely made sure I saved 50 gold for this here emergency case.
Ah. Very
Hmm.
Do you have the money, Evelyn?
I. That's admittedly a bit of a stretch. Yeah, I don't quite.
I can pay for you.
Oh well, again, like it feels wrong to ask every single fucking time, Storm. But this lady
Mm.
is she eligible?
Me rolling. Can try.
I can try. Well. If that's the case, then Evelyn would just kind of turn. Me thinking, because yes, obviously I would like to, but like at the same time, I'm making sure that the ship hasn't already sailed. I think. Yeah, no, at that point, because if she were to, she would try to get everyone out of it, and since the price had already more or less been established and everybody seems to have already shown that they can pay except for her, then I don't think I'll try in this instance.
Okay.
But if that's the case, then Evelyn would just, only if you don't mind. Sorry, I don't quite have as
Of
much
course not.
funds as a lot of you all.
I can help.
It's totally fine.
I made some money betting, so
Oh, are you sure?
yeah, might as well spread the wealth, right?
Alright, I guess then, her counting on her fingers. Half of 50 is 1,
25.
2... Oh, yeah, 25. Okay. Alright, I'll add in 25 then for Evelyn. Here you go, and she'll hand it to Evelyn.
Thank you.
So let's see. That's
Damien will add 25 as well.
And thank you very much, the both of
you.
you. You just like
Every time Nikki's character has
thin,
to give away money.
frail, ribs showing on the floor, hair falling out, skin pale. Thank you. Thank you.
Alright. I'll need the contract to be filled out. Here's the paperwork, and she'll hand you over this parchment. Seems like
I
it's
can-
mass-produced and printed.
I can do that.
Einar is going to read the fine print.
There's no fine print. It's
Thank
just
God.
it's a contract paper with details to fill in, so it's more like a form than it is a
Contract.
something that you need. Yeah.
You can call it a form, Storm.
Bet your ass, Mr. Patience, would read the entire terms of agreement.
It's a liability
would've-
form if they're not responsible for you getting your head swapped with the body of a fly if a fly should happen to be in the transportation circle with you at the same time.
Right.
Essentially, the details are some of it are basically the name of the teleporter, and some of the details that are already filled in. Other details are like the name of who's officially the head of the contract and filling it out. But the things that you do need to fill in: number of creatures arriving through the portal, the group's affiliation in the wall, either Chimeran, Arabani, or neutral, the identification of the portal contractor, and the reasons why you are teleporting.
Can I get those topped out, please?
Yep.
Is there like a spot where everyone has to sign?
No, there's only one spot for signature.
Mm. And did Damien say he's filling it out?
Yeah, Damien would, since like this, Damien would explain that like he's filled out like a bunch of these for like other people.
Mm. Okay, in that case, she kind of pipes up and she's like,
Damien, when you're done, actually, could I see the paper for just a tiny moment?
Did she just say Damie?
yeah, she's been calling him that for a while.
Yeah.
Guess what, bit? I haven't been here.
Sure. What do you? Why?
She's
gonna be
going to
surprised.
deface the official form.
She's not gonna. You don't know that.
Yes,
she's
I
just
do.
gonna. She's just gonna look at Damien with just like these pleading eyes of like, please let me have it after you're done.
If you do anything that's not again by regulation, they will not accept it, and they
It'll
will
be fine.
keep our money.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Candy,
No,
you
what are
haven't
you gonna
even
do?
handled official documents. Come on now.
I have official stuff for official documents.
That's wonderful, and that can officially wait later for other documents.
Looks to Damien again. Please.
How about this? Next time,
Oh. Droops and looks at her stamp with a smiley face
You're
on it for
killing
lonely.
me. You're killing me.
Which part is that?
How big is the
probably would've-
stamp? How big is the stamp?
Motherfucker! Did you
it's a
just
letter.
say simp?
It's a letter sealing wax stamp.
It is no simp September.
No, it's no.
Yeah.
No,
Yes,
Damien.
No
okay.
simp seventh grace. Come on.
What do you? Jesus. No. Okay. Damien. Yeah, Damien will fill it out. Then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of us. Group's affiliation is Skyvale. Skyvale. What's it called?
I'm gonna say
The group
Well,
affiliation.
Glass.
No. The affiliation is Chimeran, Arabani, or neutral. What is
Yeah.
your affiliation in the war?
But the city I was gonna ask.
Oh, the city
They're
is for
Urabani.
Arkvale.
Arkvale's
They
Urabani,
are
right?
Arabani, but it is what you are writing in the group's kind of what is the group's take on the war.
Yeah, they're asking for
Marcus
cool.
is neutral.
Yeah, that's what I was. He would fill out neutral.
also I'm gonna say the entire time Damien is filling this out, Candy is crouched nearby with her eyes sort of peeking out over the table right at the piece of paper.
Jesus. I'm guessing I don't have to fill out the identification of the portal contract.
That's like the identification basically means like your
us.
name,
Yeah.
your
Okay,
name,
so-
and
Yeah. Damien would fill out Damien Vale, Esquire, member of the what's it called? Scrivener's Guild. And then for reasons why you're teleporting, what are our reasons? What do we put?
Business.
Is that like
Travel.
something that we would just like accept? Like
Sightseeing?
just
I
as
mean, it
simple
is
as
kind of an
business?
area to go visit. I'm there.
We could simply ask the woman who gave us the paper.
a little bit more detail than business.
We're
Um,
moving.
How about business as adventurers? How does exactly that work?
That's fine.
Yeah, okay. So then he would just put that in. you would hand it away from Candy to
She's just sad eyes.
Hand it to the teleporter.
Yeah.
Okay. She takes it and she kind of goes over the details, and after taking all the payment and everything.
Excuse me, miss?
Yes.
Could I put our group's official stamp on the corner?
This is a form that's actually used in the ritual itself, so I think it's very important that things remain formal for such a thing. Otherwise, well, the ritual fails and you'll have to pay more money.
It's really formal, though, see?
She'll show her the smiley face stamp.
Evelyn just sits there and is like, Candy? She heard the entire conversation. It happened right in front of her.
I mean, she was busy. She's probably not really listening much.
No, I was paying full attention.
Uh-huh. All right.
She'll sulk away.
Alright.
Fuck it. God damn it. Marcus
Me staring.
will look over at the list. Is the form invalid if there's a little stamp on it? Out of curiosity?
Well, everything is created in this form specifically tailored for the official documentation.
I see. Could yeah, I suppose that'd probably be illegal. Just kind of thinking.
It's official business, essentially. And it's recorded for office documentation should anything happen while you're in that city, should you break a law or that. It sometimes comes down to this exact document as it details what you're there for.
No, I get it. Marcus will look over. Where's Candy?
She's crouched down by the nearest table.
Not paying attention. I don't suppose we could get a copy of the form that she could stamp. That doesn't really matter, does it?
Sure. Grab another parchment of the form and hand it over.
Marcus will fill it out quickly with the same stuff and then go over. Psst, Candy! And hands it to Candy.
Considering she's been doing writing lessons with Damien, she'd probably see it's not the same handwriting.
To be fair, Marcus also does have rather proficiency in writing and painting.
Are you copying Damien's?
Yeah, I'll try to
handwriting?
copy a Damien style with my
Oh,
artistic
come
merit.
on! That should have been specified.
Roll me a.
Also, without looking, like, you haven't seen
Yeah.
his handwriting.
Oh, I guess. I mean, didn't we just see your form? I was
Well,
looking
yeah,
at
but,
the
like-
form so I could see the exact handwriting of your form.
You can copy someone's handwriting that easy, like that's.
Well, that's fair,
Roll
but
me-
it's not so much like can I make it identical, but could Candy identify handwriting? That's not exactly
Guys,
a
it's
simple
not
skill
that
either.
deep! It's a stamp! Please!
They gotta figure this out. It's up to DM, though.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
nitpicking!
Do you have
We're
calligraphers?
nitpicking.
Oh, do I have
All
calligraphy
right.
tools? I guess I don't. Okay, fair enough. Marcus will just look over at Damien.
If you don't have calligraphers, it's sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand? Okay. That's just a
I've
straight dex check.
become so numb.
Oof.
Oh no.
Is that what you're doing?
But
Copying. Okay.
Roll.
So- Candy, roll me a perception check.
Oh no! What?
Perception or investigation?
Does she have advantage because she's familiar with Damien's handwriting?
Not
Yeah.
that familiar. Come on.
He's been her
He's
writing
been
teacher.
teaching her. Like,
Yeah,
how to
he-
write.
We
Damien's
could
been
also
teaching her.
use passive perception and be done with it.
That
but
is
yeah.
true. Passive perception. Yeah, Candy.
beat it.
you-
Yeah.
It is very obvious that it is not Damien's handwriting.
I'm crying at the club.
Candy looks at it and is just like,
Thanks, Marcus.
Marcus kind of realizes. I'm sorry, Candy, but I mean, it isn't still the form.
While that's happening, Damien's just like talking to it, like the woman. Like, can you do this now, please?
Right. She'll lead you over to a set of stairs towards the back, just behind where her desk is. She kind of gestures towards her hand with her hand to follow. Follow me. She'll head down the stairs, and as you all kind of make your way down these long set of stairs that go into this very long hallway. It takes about a good minute or two to eventually get down to the bottom. And as you do, you enter this large stone chamber. This huge. Just you kind of look around. You see on the walls just various depictions of the months, like just representations of each month. They're kind of like 12 different looking statues embedded in the wall, and they all kind of stare down into the central teleportation circle, this large sprawling sigil that runs across the ground and has various different marks in it. And as she kind of places the parchment in the center of the circle and begins the ritual, you see the parchment just kind of float up in the air for a moment as the lines slowly start to fill up with this blue light. And as the parchment floats up into the air, you see it just kind of twist in the air and disappears. And there's a slight moment before it, a few seconds pass as it reappears, and you see there's this stamp of approval placed upon the parchment. As the lines begin to fill out and the glowing circle begins to glow with this deep azure and cyan blue glow as it pulses between the two different colors, as the circle fills out, you see the entire portal just open. All right. You only have a few moments. If you're ready, jump now.
Well, yeah, we jump, I guess.
Okay. Alrighty. Hold on. Okay. As you each jump through, you feel as you look down, and it's like this tunnel of blue light as you jump on through into the portal, and you travel. As all of you jump through, you notice that someone didn't go along with you. Rhea remains standing at the entrance above the teleportation circle as you're just kind of leap on through, and you look all around you, this tunnel of blue light as you're traveling down, and it's disorientating. You see blinks of silver, this kind of starry sky through the bright, vibrant tunnel that is this kind of like portal tunnel. As you're traveling downwards and feeling like you're falling rather quickly through the air, eventually you are sent upwards, almost as if the gravity has kind of reversed, and you enter into this room and you feel yourself slowly right up as your body shifts to adjust, and you land gently on the ground as the portal seals up. You'll find yourself into another large stone chamber, similar looking like before, except now there are more like these glass statues that all look into the center of the room. And you are missing a party member.
Anybody else just realized Rhea didn't come with us?
How come she didn't come along? Should we hop back through?
I mean, I suppose if she's coming, she'd get another. She could just buy another ticket through, right?
If I'm not mistaken.
Wait a minute. Does that make the form we just filled out invalid?
Ooh, you don't think we'll get into legal trouble, will we?
You see another person, a male, Janasi, kind of looks over. Welcome to Arkvale. Seems like there's not another of you. Does something happen?
Yeah, one of
Come
our
through.
companions didn't decide to come through. Is that a problem?
No, not really. It's not really gonna be too much of an issue, not unless you cause any trouble. But I'll keep a note of that and adjust it accordingly.
Are we able to get in contact with her somehow?
The sending spell.
No, sending a spell.
Yeah, you got any more of them sending spells left there, Miss Evelyn?
Unfortunately, with that second one, I believe I'm all out
You
for the
should,
night.
because I thought we'd rested the night before.
We haven't left. No, this is
Right.
This is oh yeah, this is yeah.
Yeah, this is the next day.
Yeah, I should be all ready for that. Okay then. Does the same little thing. Hello, Rhea. We all jumped in, but you didn't jump in with us. Why is that? Do you have something left to do? We'll be here, otherwise. Dot dot dot.
Dot, dot, dot.
No response.
Huh? Underneath the assumption that no, there's quite literally no other explanation. I believe she is ignoring me.
Huh.
Should we hop back through?
Don't believe we can do that without more expenses being wasted.
Well, that, and I mean, if she's choosing to ignore, I suppose she's got a reason for it. Maybe she's just doesn't want to travel anymore.
Not sure, but whatever the reason, I'm sure she has one. For the meantime, though, we shouldn't waste too much time. We do have to find an inn, no?
Yeah, excuse me, Mr. Genasi.
You.
Yeah.
Evelyn just looks over towards. Marcus, you don't. Looks over towards the Mr. Ganassi. Did he seem offended by that at all?
No.
She just shakes her head and just, I'll tell you later.
Oh, fair enough. Anyways, you know where there's an inn nearby?
Yeah, the Breath of Life in Mr. Human.
Oh, thanks a lot. He goes up for a handshake.
No problem. Give you a handshake.
She just mouths, I'm sorry, in his direction.
He mouths, don't worry about it.
God.
You kind of get the feeling that he's probably used to things like that, and he takes it on the chin. He's alright with it.
What a man. Sobs. But alright. But yeah, she just releases the tiniest of sighs And, alright, the breath of life, was it?
Well, wait, we're not just gonna leave Rhea over there, are we?
Well, I mean,
No, I don't believe so, but she had made the decision not to come alongside.
What if
I
there's
mean-
something wrong?
I'm sure she would have told us?
What if she can't because there's something wrong?
What ifs aren't very effective in this situation?
I suppose I get what you mean, Candy, but honestly, Ray has kind of been standoffish with the group. She might just kind of want to be alone.
Well, even still, I don't think it's gonna just kind of assume that she's alright just because she's acting fine.
And she puts up air quotes.
Damon's
I
gonna
mean-
cast
Yes,
Sending.
but the exact same thing could be said by assuming that something's wrong because she said nothing.
Better to check than leave it, though, right? I mean, if we,
Checking
somehow-
was me casting the spell the first time.
did she respond?
No.
So then it's not really a no. That's not really a hey. I'm gonna be on my own. See you later. You know.
Right, but it's also not a please help me, so and so is dying either.
Damon is going to cast Sending.
Yeah.
And he's just, it's going to be fairly short, simple message. He's just going to say, Rhea, is there any particular reason you didn't come? Do you need us to go back? Or we'd rather just stay back there and figure something out?
When you respond back, you still have 25 words, right?
Yeah.
She responds with, I have other business to attend to. Maybe catch up with you guys again in the future.
Damon would tell the others. She says that something's come up. That if she can, she might see us again by Arkvale at Skyglass. Skyglass?
Yeah, it's
I can't
Skyglass.
remember this place. Yeah, there.
A look of relief kind of comes to Candy's face at that. She just says,
Oh, okay. That's good then.
Yeah, see? Nothing to worry about. But, if that's the case, then... Again, I believe we do have to get settled in before the night's a bit too late, right?
Yeah, let's get ourselves an airship.
That as well.
All right. And you would also notice that the particular Janasi man that you're talking to is actually wearing the Orobani crimson red colors, and you can see his emblem actually show up on his like upper, like just over his heart, which looks like an Ouroboros of three different creatures.
Huh. Alrighty. I was going to say a thing, but again, mind just went pain.
As you all kind of lead you up, and you can see and out into the offices. All right. Well, is there anything else you need?
Is there any place we should be heading to specifically for a place to stay for the night?
Breath Life Inn's pretty good.
Yeah, Marcus got that already.
Oh, sorry.
No worries.
It's just in the markets.
Oh, do you guys sell like city maps in this area?
Oh, yeah, we do have city maps in this area. Yeah.
Maybe we should.
Actually, I
buy...
can sell you one right now. If that's
Sure.
what you want.
Yeah, how much?
50 gold.
Evelyn just opens her mouth like right behind her lips, like, what?
Well, that's out of my
That seems like
price
a
range.
reasonable price.
50 gold to know where to walk inside of a giant city. Yes,
Yeah.
It's fairly detailed.
understood. I hate
It's
it
the
here.
map of the stars.
Maps are quite a lot. Take a lot of time.
Yeah,
And
they're
this
hand-drawn,
society. I guess Evelyn would just perhaps another time then, if we don't have the expenses.
No worries.
I can get it.
It's
Oh,
fine.
I mean,
you don't need it.
for the meantime, we don't need it.
Well, if you guys are sure.
We'll come to you if that's the case.
You know what? Screw it, Nikki. I'm screwing you over. I don't know. I mean, a map might be useful. I mean, we would know where the place is.
Well, yes, but I mean, I mean, you've been around for quite a bit of time. You know that as far as finding places to go, it doesn't require that much. Just a few landmarks is all we need.
I guess that's true.
Oh, thank you.
I'm not doing it for you. If Evelyn wanted to screw you over, she would have, but she didn't.
You're not screw. It's not Evelyn screwing Candy over. It is.
Yeah, Candy doesn't care.
Candy don't give
That's
a rat's.
It's still everything I said is still true though. If she wanted to.
Alright, I guess let's just start walking.
Yeah.
As you make your way out of the building, you're immediately you can see a lot of the people around are wearing, if not Orobani colors, more like muted blue colors for like Air Genasi. And you see a lot of Air Genasi currently walking around, and you immediately hear the sound of whirring off in the distance, just this and humming. And as you look over in that direction, you see a airship. You see it kind of take off, and it looks like almost looks like some sort of like brilliant koi fish type with the way it's like fighting fish actually, with the way it's kind of like got these like long ribbon type fabric that kind of flows around behind us, and you can see this large crystal within the center and along its side as it just kind of levitates up in place, where you hear this humming just as it slowly lifts up into the air. And you see it start to just slowly move off towards the western direction. You can see in various places that there's like just over the where you're standing at the moment. It's somewhat a little bit high up. And you can see into another airport where there are a variety of different ships. Some made out of like just very heavy dreadnought-looking airships. Some are more naval in design. Some look like they're used with those same crystals as you've seen before, with that sleek kind of elegant magical design. But yeah.
Marcus just kind of looks out, whistles. Wow, that is a heck of a thing.
That's really big.
You know, I kind of wonder how they fly like that.
In the event that we were ever to get our hands on one, do we even know how to pilot it?
You know, I think I could learn.
Yeah.
Guess that's true. Yeah. Or hire people who do, otherwise.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we could figure it out.
Yeah, I suppose so.
You know, I wonder if they got like smaller ones for like, speed racing.
Speed racing with airships? I imagine that would be a bit dangerous, don't you think?
I don't know. Could be fun, though.
If you bump into
Uh-huh.
something, that would be like.
Yeah, but I mean that's it.
That was
Evelyn
very
kinda gives her-
descriptive.
No, Evelyn actually gives her like small claps, like, yeah, I'd say about that much.
I suppose if you're like racing around towns, I kind of meant like above clouds sort of thing, like from city to city, right?
Well, true. Though I imagine if you were to run into a bird with a particularly sharp beak, that would still fare similarly.
I just got a really good idea. Okay, alright, so, both, you, Evelyn, and Demi, you two are, magic users, right? So, what if you could learn how to, make people fly, and then we could all just have a flying race?
I believe that would be doable.
You know, I did see one other flying thing way back when in one place.
A flying person?
Though,
Yeah, it wasn't exactly a flying person. You see, there was this man and woman, right? And like the woman was like sweeping the floor, and the man yelled at her, and she kind of flipped him the bird and jumped up on the broom and flew off. It was the weirdest thing.
A broom?
Yeah,
I didn't know brooms can fly.
apparently some of them can. It was so odd. And it doubles down as a cleaning utensil. Quite useful.
or what is my brain today, please?
He described a witch.
Actually,
Thank
I was
you.
just describing the flying broom too, which is just a standard D&D item.
Yeah, it's just that like at some I just
Basically, Marcus discussed like a witch and a wizard who apparently had marital disputes, and she flew off into the middle of the discussion. That's what he was describing.
wonderful. That's an interesting story for definitely another time if you have more. But Well, she kind of claps her hands together. Should we see the inn? Should we see the inn?
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
Did we lose?
Nano,
There he
there
is.
he is.
As you make your way down, following the main streets, you come across the lake towards the south, and you can see that the lake itself is just glistening in the moonlight and the lights that go on within the city. You see that the city is actually powered by a lot of electricity here. You see that the street lamps have like kind of this glowing crystal that just kind of pulsates with this orangey light as you make your way towards the street through the streets towards the west. You see this lake with the island itself. It seems to be constantly overflowing, not overflowing, but there's this fountain that seems to be spewing up the water constantly. And there's like these small little floating islands around it. On the opposite side, at number 14, you see what seems to be some sort of district with sprawling buildings towering upwards that seem to be almost made out of glass as they kind of shimmer in the moonlight and almost look like see-through as you're looking across. You may eventually make your way towards the Breath of Life Inn.
Certainly a
Well-
city.
What's it look like?
What
Um,
magic is powering these lamps?
Likely, if I were to assume, probably more air-related magics.
The magic of friendship.
Could there be like fireflies put in there? Marcus is looking in.
Don't think a firefly could do that much, but I don't know. Perhaps.
I mean, you know, they can light forest fires occasionally. Remember, this is D&D. A firefly means something different.
There could also be actual lightning bugs
Yes, exactly.
that are both colloquially known as the same thing, which would be hilarious. I don't believe we're talking about the same bug.
Oh no? Huh.
Just blink, blink. Anyways.
The building itself, there's a sign that depicts a kind of edge Nazi woman taking a breath, and she looks fairly happy. The building itself is adorned with these kind of flowing fabrics of various shades of light to a more medium shade of blue, and it's all it's very serene and peaceful as you kind of enter in.
Walking about amongst the city, did it seem to be that most people around here maybe are Ergonasi?
There are a lot of Air Genasi, yes.
Ah.
At least 30%.
I would
Okay.
assume there's not like Aarakocra in this city. I mean, I don't know if there are Aarakocra even in your world.
No, Aarakocra, not in my world.
Okay.
Fuck the bird people.
They are fucking banned, bitch.
Hey, I know they're banned to play as. It doesn't mean they're necessarily banned as as like an existing sentient species.
Yeah, they're just not in my world.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, yeah, no. And just, I guess, for a note, Evelyn seems to be particularly pleased with this entire city, frankly.
And it is quiet. Oh my god, it is quiet.
The city?
Yeah, well, it is much quieter than just as landing with the constant every hour firework explosion.
Candy looks at her bag of fireworks. I could
Damien
change
just
that.
takes a breath.
It's
Damien's just like, he's like, finally.
Candy's gonna pop one of her firework poppers.
oh my god. You just hear
We're
that-
gonna get noise complaints here.
I mean, it's still a city. It's still like it. Although it is 9:30 p.m. So yeah, it's kind of late. You hear the sound of a pop. It kind
And it
of
just echoes through the air.
yeah, and you see some people kind of turn towards you. Hey, it's late at night. What are you doing?
Oh, sorry, it's just so quiet. I want to see how far can it go.
It's
you want
late. Go to bed.
They're fine. Do you want one?
No, go to bed.
Well, people
Wait, are
have
we
early-
indoors right now?
No, you guys are outside. You're
Okay.
out just outside the inn.
So, yeah, those are
Basically,
people.
Yeah, you just smash the thing right outside an inn where people are trying to sleep in the inn.
Oh.
Probably someone poked their head out their bedroom window to yell at us.
Oh, was that a person from in the inn that said that?
Yeah, they opened up the window.
Oh, okay. At that, Candy's just like, sorry.
Jeez.
Anyways, I think we better go get a room.
Right. I would make sure those things are locked up tight, right? Kind of pats Candy on the shoulder.
Yeah, I got a lot of them, but they're all sort of just bunched up together. But I'll keep them quiet.
Why do I
And
imagine
away
Candy, like,
from
drops-
an open flame.
Well, these ones you just toss on the ground and they just go pop.
As I've seen. I'm just saying that you don't want any accidental ignition.
Yeah, the ones you want to be careful with around fire are these ones, and she just takes out an actual firework.
Right. Yeah. Make sure to be careful.
Yeah.
And she'll put it away.
I
Why
was so
are you
tempted for
so
Marcus to
easy?
ask to hold that just to see if.
Absolutely not.
Candy, light one.
Oh, what? No,
Oh,
people are sleeping. I don't know.
So?
Well, they already asked nicely for me to not, you know.
Andy,
Huh?
maybe you should give those fireworks to someone else for once.
How come?
Maybe Damien should get a different face.
she laughs but tries to school her expression.
How come?
Just to make sure that they don't accidentally get messed up.
You think I'll accidentally mess them up?
His face is about to get messed up.
So, what? He's not looking to fight. He's just concerned.
These are our fireworks.
They
Is
are.
Syl alright? Is he not Is Syl alright? Is he not typically accustomed to staying up late?
Oh no, Syl's fine.
I
He's
know,
just he really likes them.
I see. It's just some of the things you're kind of saying. I don't know.
Well, maybe we should just head inside. Maybe once we're inside, things might get a little, easier.
Right.
After you, and Marcus will open the door to hold out for everybody to go in.
Yeah. And Davey, you can absolutely trust me with the fireworks.
Walk on in.
It's not you I'm worried
Silence.
As you make your way in,
Looks confused at that.
Syl just squints at him.
I'm sure he wasn't talking about you.
Very sure he was talking about me.
No.
As you make your way inside, you see it is very. The outside kind of matches the interior design as well. There's a lot of hanging, very soft, thin fabrics that kind of hang from various poles and kind of wrapped around them. You see the cushions themselves. They're kind of like these very nice the ones that we would find underneath a crown with the little ends, the little fluffy bits at the end. Except there's one for each of the seats in the booths. You would also see the counter. She kind of gives a yawn.
Welcome. Welcome to the Breath of Life Inn.
Hi.
How can I... Hi.
We would just like to, actually kind of turns around. How long do we plan on staying here exactly? Just for the night, or?
I mean, yeah, I guess we're heading off right in the morning, right, to go check out the future homestead, right?
Yeah.
Yes, so if that's the case, then, kind of turns around. We're just here to purchase rooms for the night.
Alright. Are you looking for what kind of rooms? Double rooms? Single rooms?
5 of us, Marcus. So double, that leaves a odd man out.
Then, if that's the case, I wouldn't mind going solo. In fact, I might prefer it.
Oh, are we ribbing up?
Well, perhaps to save up on costs, I would think so.
Sure.
How much do the ribbon cost?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Well, it's for a double room. It's 4 gold pieces.
And the
And then
singles?
Singles of that, for 3.
Yeah, I was just thinking, since we had blown quite a bit of money with getting here and everything, we might want to be a bit more,
Thrifty?
Yes.
Okay, well, who's rowing up with who then?
Well, if you all don't mind, I would like to perhaps take it by myself.
Okay, Candy, who do you want to room with?
Everyone.
Okay, Anar. We'll share one bed. We'll get a double. We'll split the beds up and.
I require a large bed.
Well, Candy's the smallest here. Marcus starts working out the statistics.
Me, the dirty shipper in a corner. Ah, yes, the one bed scenario.
I guess, well, I said I want to be with everyone, but I guess we should probably ask what everyone else wants. How about you, Marcus and Damien
Candy
and
is
Einar?
shippable with everyone. I hear that. That's all I hear.
Well, I'm honestly good with anybody. I'm not picky.
Alright, and you two?
I have enough coins to pay for a room by myself, so I think that's what I mean.
Okay, well, how about me and you then? Okay, well, me, you, Candy, and Anar. That leaves back to 3. As he starts.
So then does that leave, so then what about you, Einar? Are you going to bundle up with us?
It's a double room, not a triple room.
I'm sure we can get more beds in.
It's not that much coin for us to. I can just get us all single rooms.
But a sleepover.
Well,
We can have a sleepover
I'll
at the
get-
plate.
I'll get my own room. How about that?
Okay, guess that means it's me and you, Candy.
Yeah, I guess we're just doing a 3-person sleepover, right, Sil?
Yeah.
Wrinkles his nose at Marcus.
Hey! Ooh, hey! Does he need like a special little bed in himself in there?
Oh no, usually he sort of curls up right on the pillow next to my face.
Oh, good to know.
Yeah.
Do you ever roll on him accidentally?
No. I'm very still when I sleep. Very still.
She
Why do I-
holds a statue pose.
Why do I imagine when Marcus wakes up, Candy is going to be like L-shaped across the bed, tossing and turning all night?
She's very still because she isn't awake when she's
The only time.
Kenny kind of like glances towards Syl and is just like, right.
He nods.
Sil says, yeah.
I like to think that Syl just like waits for her to fall asleep, immediately crawl somewhere else. God.
Alright, so I guess then everyone else gets their own rooms, and then me and Marcus are rooming. Small sleepover, but still a sleepover.
Well. Yeah. That
Eyes
sounds
at
about right.
Evelyn. Droops.
I feel like Evelyn catches this. Well, kind of looks over to the lady at the desk. Would it be object to such? I don't want to disrespect the rules of this inn in particular.
For what exactly? Sorry?
If I know that the rooms imply doubles, implying 2, but is it against anything if more than 2 were to be inside of a double?
That's fine, but you probably need to share a bed.
Right.
We could do a big pillow and blanket pile on the floor.
Kind of like make a fort bed. A bed fort, that's it.
Well,
You know what? I haven't done that since I was a little whippersnapper.
It'll be so much fun.
I will need Candy to roll for persuasion.
Oh no!
Is this a good cause, though?
I
I'd
Ooh.
argue that is not a good cause.
damn it!
It is a neutral cause.
Would
That
is- it's a
Marcus be
selfish
able to assist with his his proficiency with persuasion to give advantage?
If I say the reason she wants Evelyn to join is because she wants everyone to become closer friends and for Evelyn to not be alone, is that a good cause?
Oh, but Damien can have his own by itself. I see how
He turned it down. She can't do anything about
Fuck
that.
Damien. All my homies hate Damien.
Does it count?
Sure.
Yay!
What does
So
that
just
mean?
He gets a
it
plus
means I'm
10.
gonna roll. Yeah, I get a +10 with my persuasion.
What the fuck?
26.
Yeah, literally the two both of the DCs that I started off with 16 and I lowered it to 14. So Evelyn kind of sees the general sparkle in Candy's eye. Is there any effect to it that you stop it for?
You feel like this sense of warmth within your chest. Like Candy just wants the best for you. She just wants you happy and healthy and safe, and she just really wants you to join so you're not on your own, so that we can all get close to one
Sounds
another.
like a cult.
There's just this connection. There's this feeling of connection of knowing that this is just pure-hearted, good added kindness of her heart.
Uh-huh. Got it.
And I'll put it there, compassionate appeal.
That is... I want to read this. Hold on. I love. That is wonderful. Huh. I guess... Yeah. If not Candy, Marcus would probably pick the. What are all y'all's like passive insights? Just
my passive
wondering.
insight is 17.
Fuck.
I don't know what mine is. Probably not great.
Well, what's your normal insight?
That would be a 0.
So your passive is
yeah.
10, Nikki.
Yeah.
15.
15. Okay, yeah, no. Well, yeah, no. Then a lot of you, except for Candy, would notice that Evelyn seems particularly surprised for a moment. Like, normally her general expressions and whatnot are that of a smile, something a little bit more passive. She, generally speaking, has a more leisurely expression to everything, but in this particular instance, she's caught off guard for just that quick bit, but the smile basically just kind of like the ebbing and flowing of the tide just washes right back in, and it's just, well, I guess you've persuaded me in that instance. Then, sure, yeah.
Yay! Sleepover!
You know what's going to be great? And this is going to be such a great meme, because when they make the pillow fort, Marcus can do the kid thing, with the flashlights when you tell ghost stories. He can just take off his gloves. And he's got the same effect.
That's cute. I hate it. But yeah, no. Evelyn will kind of nod and kind of entertaining Candy's excitement towards everything, and it's just. Although I'll be sure to prepare unseen servant for any cleanup that we'll have to do.
Oh, I'm sure there won't be any cleanup that has to happen. She just takes a cupcake out of the bag of holding and just bites it with some crumbs falling.
I feel like for the sake of just the comedy of that moment, just a somewhat like a translucent pink hand just appears underneath and catches the crumbs before dropping them off in a waste bin somewhere.
Oh, whoops! Thank you.
Of course. And she kind of gives over her shoulder. She kind of gives the lady at the desk just this kind of reassuring look.
She mouths thank you.
Kenny will now look towards Einar and Damien and just be like,
Are you sure, you guys? I mean, it's now 4 people.
It would be nice to have the both of you around. Although notably, actually, nah. Well, me thinking simulator. Nah. Never mind. Yeah, no, she just says that.
Candy's doing
And
the
yet-
whole hands clutching in front of her chest, batting her eyes at the two of them.
Sylph lies in front of your face and he's just like shaking his head. He's like, no.
She's looking right through him.
Please, it'll be so much fun.
Looks back and forth between Einar and Damien.
Evelyn stands like she kind of like positions herself behind Candy and kind of leans forward, kind of putting her face nearby. Just the double whammy, the asking eyes, pleading faces.
Einar just stonewalls both of them.
How dare!
Marcus stands over top the pair of them and just gives them gives the devilish smile twinge.
How about Damien then?
I've spent enough time sleeping on the floor. I'd rather sleep in a bed. Like,
It's a bunch of blankets and pillows.
not
Right?
bed.
You know, I'm gonna be honest, I'm surprised Damien didn't walk off in the middle of all that.
Rhea would have.
Sure he did.
Yes, she foresaw this.
He thought it was, yeah.
At both Einar and Damien turning it down, Candy just gives a little pout, is like,
Alright. Well, I mean, 4 people's still good.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
alright.
Hey, you know what? It works off into good even pairs, right?
Wait.
counts on her fingers.
Yeah. Does that mean we're gonna be doing cuddle buddies?
Didn't actually think of it like that.
Perhaps I'll have to pass on that.
Alright. Pillows and blankets then. It's fine.
Even then, like, glances over towards Syl.
Though I know you'd absolutely want a cuddle buddy.
He just gives you like this, just like, face.
Oh, I guess we got our rooms all figured out.
Okay, now I guess we just gotta pay.
So altogether that would be what, 10 gold?
Yeah, 3, 3, and 4.
I can pay.
I believe everyone can cover their own rooms in this instance.
We're sharing one though.
Well, yes, but for the others.
Oh, okay.
And not to mention, you all have been paying for me way too many times. I can cover this much. It's small.
Alright. Well, are you sure?
Of course. Though, me just making sure I didn't miscommunicate. She means the 4, not the 10. I have 17 gold, man. I can't fucking wait shit.
Yeah, the 4.
You're above me, man. I am down to 11 gold total.
I
Pain.
can't relate. I can't
You
relate.
guys are really poor.
I just,
I
The discrepancy of gold in this party.
have over 1,000 gold.
I think it just comes down to Nikki is more likely to cut off her own hand than to be pride free of her imaginary money.
Yeah.
I have almost 2,000 gold.
You were
Honestly,
short cash once upon a time.
I
I
was short on cash, then I started winning.
I probably also have the most stuff in my inventory.
Well, that's
You
hands
mo-
down, Nikki.
likely do. Yeah. But yeah, no. Evelyn will take out the 4 gold.
Alright. You'll pay for the rooms. Assume you'll get your night's rest. If there's
Marcus.
anything else.
Marcus assists Candy in making a pillow fort.
Yes.
Lovely.
Afterwards, Candy's gonna try to see if she can try to squirm in a little bit of reading time with her book.
Just because he can, Marcus will see that, and since we're in the dark, Marcus will just bring his hand up so she's got a nightlight.
Oh, thank you.
That's okay. Reading in the dark's bad for your eyes.
Evelyn sees this and raises her hand like a centimeter because she knows that she has the light spell, but she just lets them go at it.
You get another 5%.
Heck yeah, 35%, guys.
You're doing wonderful.
I'm never gonna reach the end of this book. And then what's probably worse is that since Marcus is the light, he tries helping with big words, but he just gets as confused.
Yeah, we got the same
Oh,
hint,
no.
so that 10.
Alright.
I feel Evelyn could help, but again, she is entertaining the children.
So,
All right.
everyone heading to sleep. Is there anything anyone wants to do before the night rolls over?
Nothing really too much to say. I guess if anything, though, and this would be, I feel like this would have been less apparent, especially in the beginning. But you would, at least Marcus and Candy would notice that whenever Evelyn does sleep, she sleeps with her stuff very close to her. I would just think that that's maybe the tiniest bit odd.
Okay.
Marcus notices everything, so he definitely at 22 passive perception makes Marcus rather notice pretty much anything.
Yes. Motherfucker.
Me also, motherfucker.
Yeah, I know.
Wait till we hit level 20 and I can bring it up to 33.
Just blind him. Just blind him. Just like take his eyes out.
Sure that he doesn't become omnipresent at that point? Like,
Eyes for hands.
oh my god, yeah, that's his next evolution. Eyes on his hands.
Also, can it be made that Candy wakes up a bit early so that she can start cutting up some of the colored paper that she has?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh
Making confetti.
Oh my god.
I'm so proud of myself for preparing Unseen Servant.
She's gonna scoop it all into a baggie.
Okay. Well, you can all benefit from your long rest.
I
And
will.
I'm going to go ahead and call it there.
Alrighty.
Real productive game today, guys.